know. I'm not...
My God, it just feels right altogether. So this thing is a Saxo VTS. This particular model is completely standard. 46,000 miles from factory. It is unbelievably clean. So why don't we check out the interior? The interior on this is mega, absolutely untouched. It is a perfect French hot hatch. Basic, only the essentials that you need. The reason these things are so nippy at 100 brake is because they weigh under a ton. As you'll see in these next couple of clips, this thing flies. So we are back down at Redline, driving some more of their motors that they've got in. Every single one of these is a little different and they're all unique. Each to their own, have their own personalities, and we're driving them all. Don't forget to use the code Jordan10 on Redline's website to be in a chance to win some of these. We're in the Saxo VTS. Now these things out of factory are 100 ponies. And you might be thinking, Jordan, that's not a lot. And you're correct, it is not a lot of horsepower for the modern day. Now these weren't built in the modern day, so they don't have all the advances of the modern day, but one bonus to that is they don't have all the safety features. Now this thing weighs under a ton. I'll put exactly what the curb weight is on screen now for you, and exactly what power they are, but power to weight is a beautiful thing, ladies and gents. These things absolutely shift for 100 ponies, and I'll show you that. So these are pretty nippy. They're not fast, but once you get up there, like I said, it revs to 7,000 RPM. Now that is a little beauty for me. I'm going to coming up to a stretch of a dual carriageway here, so I'll be able to give you the beans. Hopefully, being next to the wagon gives you a bit of sense of speed on the other Osmo. So we're just going round. We're in second gear, 2,000 RPM. Out you fucking way, sunshine. Shifting, mate! 100 ponies! Are you mad? These things for 100 ponies, mate, move. I am well impressed with these. And another thing about these, with being under a ton, like I said, mate, they weigh all. So you can absolutely throw them through these bends like nobody's business, mate, and they just take it. Like I said, this is completely standard. Nothing has been touched on it, nothing at all. We're on the standard suspension, standard box, standard engine, no air filters, no nothing. So these out of factory, you can see why people took a liking to them back in the day. I mean, I come from a hatch background, and you can see why. 90s hatches, or like post 2000, just over, they have that light as fuck feel to them. No brainer, we can lever it and give it some, mate, and it just takes it. You're mad, 7,000 RPM. Watch how we take this corner. Watch how we take this corner. Nothing coming. Gone for it. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Just taking it easy down this stretch is a bit iffy. But, mate, I cannot believe how fun of a car this is. If you did stuff to these, imagine. I knew there was a big community around them, and I never knew why. But now you can see. With the power steering, like I said, I come from a hatchback man of 90s hatchbacks that have no power steering, but the power steering on this just makes it feel so light and effortless, ladies and gents. It just feels amazing. Honestly, I can't tell you how light and nimble this feels. Exhaust noise from the back, I'm not too sure what you'll be getting. I bet you get more induction noise off this than exhaust noise, but hopefully you can get some. This is the perfect car to have fun in. I bet you could get yourself in some seriously dangerous situations in these, even though they have 100 horses. Like I said, they're just so nimble, man. I can't believe how nimble she is. And even the standard box, it just feels nice going in and out of gear, do you know what I mean? The back end wants to come out. Look how nimble she feels, ladies and gents. She's just flying. She's just flying! Oh man, am I impressed with this bad boy. This thing is a thing of beauty, ladies and gents. You point it and she just goes, mate. What a champion of a car. What a champion of a car, mate. Yeah, it's an absolute champ, ladies and gents. It's an absolute champ. The feeling of it, it feels so light. Just feels so lightweight. That's what I can't get over. Like I said, I know these weigh under a ton, but I'm not too sure. I think what aids it in feeling light is the power steering, because I'm used to hatchbacks of the 90s, French ones that are sub 900 kg, you know, the 850, 800 kg, and the power steering makes them feel heavier than they actually are. Now this thing with the power steering feels unbelievably light. I can't tell you honestly how light it feels. If you've ever driven one, you probably know how light they do feel, but yeah, it feels amazing. I mean, even as a cruiser now, mate, do you know what I mean? Relatively standard, nobody thinks nothing of it. As soon as you get on a section of back roads, bam, you can put that power down and you can do them. Pleasantly surprised with this. I can see why they've got such a big following. Maybe I can own one in the future, because this has seriously swayed me on these. I've never been a big fan of the Citroens, to be honest with you. I've always been a Renault man or a Peugeot man, but I can see where these come into play, because like I said, I am seriously impressed with this. It's a high revving French hatch, ladies and gents. You boost boys, you're always looking for that turbo power, and it's not necessarily needed, because as you'll see in a few videos, if it's already out, I'll link it here. I'm driving an XR2 with an RS turbo engine in, and that thing cannot put the power down. It physically cannot put the power down. So we'll get past this car and I'll do a little bit of a 0 to 60 pull for you. Let's go back. 0 to 60, here we go. We're going. $60. There we go, ladies and gents. And to be fair, even sat here, that felt pretty nippy. Like I said, they're not fast cars, they're not the best handling cars, but my God, it just feels right altogether. You don't want more than 100 ponies. Why would you? Do you know what I mean? They're not needed. It just feels spot on. I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10. I'm pleasantly surprised. Would I own one? Yes, I would. I would 100% own one of these. So that's Jordan's figures of today. 8 out of 10.